So the trailer for this Haunting event just dropped, so I thought I'd talk about the various things you're going to get with it, because the trailer is actually pretty cool. It's probably one of the coolest trailers they've dropped. It's probably one of the coolest trailers they've dropped for Halloween, let alone Call of Duty in general. It's one of the top trailers in my opinion, just because it looks like there's a lot going on, and there's pretty much two parts to this. There's a bunch of free stuff that you're going to be able to get as part of these limited time modes, but there's also a bunch of paid content in the store, such as character skins and other things people get excited about. So it's going to be interesting how it plays out. But today's video, what we'll do is talk about the free stuff that you'll be able to get, how the event lays out, because it is a 2-week event, and then pretty much how you can get all the content you want. So I thought I'd take a little bit of a look at all the stuff that is included in this event. If you'd like a link to the full video that you see going on in the background, that will be linked down in the description. If you do enjoy the video, learn something new, please do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. I'm actually pretty excited about this event compared to the previous years. I know that Blackout did a similar zombies type event, but this one just looks cooler in my opinion. They've been able to get rights to certain things that Blackout just didn't do. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all works out. So here's a look at the event. We have the Haunted Verdansk, so that's obviously going to be a nighttime mode. That's part of a Warzone update. There's 16 different trick-or-treat rewards, and these are free rewards that will be available throughout the map. We're going to talk about where to find these items. Then you have the Zombies Royale, which a mode we're going to talk about, Nighttime BR, JGOD Royale, and then we have the Nighttime Plunder. This will be in week 2, so it'll probably be the Nighttime BR week 1, and then week 2 they're going to add a Nighttime Plunder, so they don't give everything at once. And then, so there's events going on in week 1 as well as week 2. And then as far as these trick-or-treat items, they're probably going to be a little bit harder to get this first week. So if you're not able to get them, Plunder could be a great option in week 2, especially since that's a revive game mode. You'll be able to drop in and go through that. We also have Gunfight, Onslaughter mode, TDM Sniper week. This is week 2, Sniper only. And then we have the Halloween Mosh Pit. And then we got Gunfight Tournament, which is cool. It doesn't really say what the reward is. Double XP. And then the Jack 12, which we got last week. They kind of dropped that one just a little bit early. It's kind of good. Then you can focus on this type of content. And then the bundles in the store, there's 3 new bundles. You got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you got Dr. Karlov Lives, and then obviously the iconic Saw, which is going to be available as player skins. They already have the Jason one in the store. If you guys haven't seen that one, go ahead and check it out if you're interested in cosmetics like that. Normally I'm not a store guy, so I don't typically go into that area. Let's go ahead and talk about how you get these items. So there is a scavenger hunt, trick-or-treat scavenger hunt for Warzone was announced. It basically says you have to go to these specific areas. There's 2 ways to track your progress during the event, either in game on the TAC map screen or in Warzone menu through the Halloween event section. This submenu contains an overview of the event, including the map of all locations where you can find these supply boxes. And I'm pretty sure they're like black boxes that we'll be able to see. And some of these might even been popped up a little bit around the map. So basically it looks like a lot of pictures, calling cards, charms, that type of stuff. There is a weapon blueprint here. It looks like for the SA-80, no, that's an Odin. And then we also have a Growl blueprint. It's called the Pumpkin Punisher. But a relatively decent class setup. Maybe swap out that Blackjack for a monolithic suppressor or something like that. But overall, not bad. And then where you could basically find these items, like I said, it's going to be available on the TAC map. But we have the Sector 1 in the north. There's going to be 3 items, 4 items in the west, where we have Storage Town, Superstore, Boneyard, Hospital, all the way Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5, and it kind of just lists those all there. So pretty straightforward stuff there. There is another one that you're probably not going to find in game, and that is specific to the Chainsaw Massacre. There's an emblem and a calling card, which basically, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to this one down in the description, because this one requires specific steps where you got to go to the texaschainsaw.com, watch a couple clips, and then you enter your email, and then you get awarded that. So that might not be something everyone wants to do, especially since it's age restricted at 17 plus with a valid Activision ID account. The promotion's good through November 1st. So it's going to be from the 20th through November 1st, I would imagine, for this, even though the event goes all the way up until November 3rd. So you might even be able to actually do this one early and get that calling card right away. So the limited time zombies war mode is going to be Zombies Royale. It's going to be very similar to what we saw in Blackout, where you're able to jump into the mode. As you die, you become part of the undead. You become a zombie. The nice thing about this particular one is if you manage to kill 2 players as a zombie, you can actually pick up these syringes, If you gather 2 of the syringes, you'll be able to buy yourself back and then rejoin your team, which is a nice little change to that, because in the blackout one, basically once you're dead, even if you died at the beginning of the match, middle, end, it doesn't matter. You were a zombie pretty much for the rest of the match. And the goal was until basically you could get the last team based off the time. Basically with this one, it sounds like if you're the last team alive that hasn't become a zombie, or regardless if you became a zombie and then came back to life, that's the team that ends up winning. So the last alive team will be the one that wins. And that's pretty much how that mode works. Pretty straightforward. Looks like the zombies have increased movement, better mobility, jumping, deadlier melee, and it says and more. So we'll kind of see how that particular part works, and then basically it talks about the syringe thing that I just mentioned. So pretty straightforward. Seems like it's going to be a little bit more fun than the blackout one, which I think the blackout one was actually executed pretty well. If you're playing with friends, you're trying to attack them and stuff like that, it gets that little bit of an infected vibe, or at least the fun part of Infected, that a lot of people tend to enjoy. There's also some multiplayer content. They're going to add a domination mode, I believe, where basically there's a spooky changes specific mode, expected scarecrow on domination points instead of flags, skulls instead of dog tags, and kill confirm, and other visual themed and All Hallows Eve themed type of stuff. There's an Onslaughter and Snipers Only, 2 new modes in multiplayer that will bring big guns literally with high caliber action in the form of Juggernaut. I thought they were going to say it the funny way. Juggernauts and sniper rifles. Onslaughter, squads must wrest control of a Juggernaut suit that spawns somewhere on the map and advance into a specific goal area. Be prepared for plenty minigun fire and consider powerful kill streaks to take down an imposing Juggernaut, as well as a mad scramble whenever the suit is available for the taking. Also, the Juggernaut in this mode and in all others during the Haunting of Verdansk will come with a pumpkin head instead of this, so you'll have a pumpkin head instead of the big old helmet. Which they say is surprisingly durable despite it being hollowed out squash. Snipers Only, as the name suggests, leave all the weapons at home for this team deathmatch variant. Instead of custom loadouts, all operators will have a choice between 5 pre-built loadouts, only to have more kills than deaths, and the squad that hits the target score wins. So regular TDM, just with snipers, and like I said, the trailer will be linked in the description. So pretty straightforward. A lot of content coming through. You can see the skins there. So they got some screenshots over on Charlie Intel. You can see kind of, this looks actually pretty dark. The character looking pretty scary, at least in my opinion. I think it's pretty nuts the direction they're going. They also have the Saul bundle, which looks a lot like the character, a little bit darker, and they've done it really well. He's coming up to do a melee attack. I mean, it's going to be a sick event. Let me know if you're excited about this. I am definitely interested in seeing how the dark mode plays out and how the loadouts will change, because the lasers are going to be visible from incredibly far ranges. Thermals will probably be very valuable, but will you see the undead on a thermal scope? Will smokes be valuable? There's going to be a lot that goes into these limited time modes. The goal is obviously to have as much fun as possible, so hopefully you guys do enjoy this limited time mode while it's here for the next 2 weeks, and hopefully they're mixing matching the other content as well for the people that aren't as interested in this type of stuff. We'll have to wait and see. If you did enjoy the video, let me know by hitting the like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back for more Call of Duty content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.